Welcome all in. Video idea. Um,
Content ablazed.
Something new that I haven't seen before. At least I haven't tried to search for it, I guess. Um,
Similar to the glaze.
we are going to go in depth of the past trades, notably bigger trades with a lot of picks, or at least multiple.
Give me a raise.
Um, yeah, we did a deep dive of all these trades and wanted to talk about it and see who came out with the win. So we're gonna go right into it. The first trade we have here is not that recent, maybe like 5 years ago, I would say.
Sure.
Anthony Davis to the Lakers for Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram. The rights to DeAndre Hunter, 2022 first rounder turned into Dyson Daniels. 2023 first round didn't swap. Oh, swap rights didn't swap, so they got Jordan Hawkins with their pick. 2025 first rounder deferred from 2024 ended up being a late first. I guess the late first this year. And also $1 million to the Pelicans. Obviously, Davis won a championship with the Lakers. You could say that's a win just in that sense. But
Really?
what do you think?
Um, the haul they got for Anthony Davis is quite a lot. However, the Pelicans really didn't do much with that haul. As you see, like a lot of those guys are not on the team anymore. Besides, like Hawkins.
Yeah. But eventually that turned into DeJounte Murray.
Your point. What exactly?
Well,
have
that
the
just further
Pelicans-
proves that the Lakers won the trade. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean that's difficult. Like it's just a big haul, but I think it was more the Lakers won by default because the Pelicans completely ruined their team with Zion.
Yeah. Now we're going to put the details on each trade. Um, I'll edit that in there. All right, the second trade. Well, we could just agree on the Lakers won that one.
Cha-ching to LA.
All right, next one, easy win.
Another LA.
Very most talked about trade of recent. You got SGA Gallinari, a
Gallinari.
2021 first rounder, ended up being Trey Mann. 2022 first rounder ended up being Jalen Williams.
Which one?
J-Dub. It'll be on the screen also as you see. A 2023 first rounder, they traded to the Heat for, it was Jaime Jaquez Jr. 2023 swap rights, it didn't swap. It was Derek Lively, and they traded that to the Mavs on draft night. 2024 Dylan Jones, and they have 2025 swap rights also, and a 2026 first rounder. All that for Paul George to the Clippers.
Big L.
I mean, there's no debate here.
Big L for the Clippers. Sorry, Paul George.
Obviously, in this
sorry.
deal, it was also agreed on that they would be getting Kawhi Leonard in free agency. So I guess that sort of helps their case, but it didn't amount to much.
Well, the big knocker here against this trade is the one SGA that they gave up too soon on and threw him in a giant package. Well, look what you threw in and what he became when you got rid of him. LA Clippers, that is a failure. That is a fail in development because you reached for superstars that didn't work out anyway.
I'm pretty sure J-Dub and SGA were both all-stars this year, and Paul George obviously wasn't. But moving on, easy win for the
Yeah, but they didn't know
OKC.
who the draft pick was going to be in 22, so I'm talking more along the lines of directly impacting I would say SGA alone on that part, just throwing him in with that giant package was a stupid move by the Clippers.
Yeah. I mean, everyone knew he was talented. They just didn't think he'd be this.
Yeah, exactly. He was definitely a rotational player.
Next trade is a little bit more further out. Carmelo, Chauncey Billups, Sheldon Williams,
Whoop, whoop.
Anthony Carter, Ronaldo Balkman
Bachman.
from the Nuggets to the Knicks, and the Nuggets acquired Wilson Chandler, Danilo Gallinari, previously mentioned,
Mozgov.
Timofey Mozgov, Raymond Felton, 2012 second round pick turned into Quincy Miller, 2013 Romero Osby, 2014 number 12 pick Dario Saric. 2016 pick swap ended up being Jamal Murray and $3 million
don't
cash.
remind me.
Obviously easy win for the Nuggets as they won a chip.
Whoa!
They won a championship with Jamal Murray.
Yeah, but that was like the last part of the trade.
Yeah, it still counts. You lose the trade.
No, Melo brought us a lot of hope.
Yeah,
I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the. How do you not remember that big advertisement? The playoffs were back in New York after that.
Yeah, no, it didn't amount to much.
Like Amari.
It didn't amount to much. Stop with your fandom. You know the Nuggets won this.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. It's obvious.
Ask Melo who won that trade.
He's
Dollar Billups. If he didn't get hurt, we would have won the finals that year. Love gang.
So he thinks the Knicks won. I think Nuggets. You guys can decide in the comments.
That is not a consensus idea.
You guys can decide in the comments.
They won the title because of Jokic, not Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray was a big part.
No, he's not the whole reason. Him by himself won it.
All right, so next one was shortly after this. The Cavaliers agreed to a sign and trade with the Heat to acquire 5 future draft picks. It turned into a bunch of bums. Nemanja Nedovic, Timothy Dawawu Cabarro,
Former Sixer.
Jay Crowder, and Miles McVan.
Oh, Jay Crowder's not a bum.
Yeah, but he's like a role player. And received a player exception. I believe it was quite a bit. I don't remember the exact number. And they get the sign and trade rights of LeBron James. I mean, is there a debate here?
Not really.
Prime LeBron for like...
It doesn't... You can't really like say anything because this was like a sign and trade, right?
Yeah. I mean...
He was going to sign with them regardless, so they got something out of it.
Yeah. You just expected a little bit more talent in those picks. They got 2 first rounders and 3 seconds.
Yeah, but what pick number? The Heat didn't have really bad years when LeBron played there. You're getting late 20s picks or 30th.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with those? You act like...
I mean, Maxey was number 21.
I'm saying late.
Yeah.
That's early. Early 20s. I said late 20s and 30. That was during the LeBron years, so, I mean... It was a fleece to begin with. It's not really much to talk about. It's a sign and trade. That's the thing with sign and trades. They're just a team trying to get something out of it rather than losing somebody for nothing. That's not on the same... Similar to a pizza scale. That's like equating restaurant pizza to homemade pizza.
Yeah. I mean... I guess you can't say who really won it, but it was interesting.
I mean, you could, but it's obvious. The restaurant one.
Next trade, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Jason Terry, DJ White for Chris Humphries, Marshawn Brooks, Keith Bogans, Gerald Wallace, Chris Joseph. And the draft picks 2014, James Young, 2016, Jaylen Brown, 2017, Jason Tatum, 2018...
JB43.
2018, Colin Sexton, which was traded to the Cavs, plus the rights to swap first in 2017, which I guess turned into, I don't know.
I don't think they did.
Didn't swap, I guess. So this trade, pretty obvious. Another championship that came from it. Basically gave him a whole, I guess you could say, start of the dynasty.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? Oh, the Celtics? All right,
Yeah, you started their dynasty basically. And the Nets just got a bunch of washed players. I'm noticing a trend here. You trade for washed players, it's probably not going to be a good idea.
I mean, this is so clearly obvious, like after the fact, that the Celtics won this. Not only did they get rid of guys at the tail ends of their careers, freeing up space, they also got some draft picks that led to their two superstars today that still play, and they are still leading the team. So 2016 and 2017 draft still doing it for them.
Well, this is when
that is a wise trade.
I think this is when like Jay-Z first owned part of the Nets and he wanted these guys.
Yeah, I think you're right. Brooklyn, when they went to Brooklyn.
Yeah, like when they first got there, they're like, all right,
we need something.
We built this new arena. We have a really massive music artist that has say, I guess you could say. No pun intended. Yeah, obvious win for the Celtics. Next trade, Lakers traded with the Grizzlies. The Lakers got Pau Gasol in a second.
Pow!
For Kwame Brown, Javaris Crittenton, Aaron McKee, draft rights to Marc Gasol, and 2008 third overall O.J. Mayo, and 2010 28th overall Grievous Vasquez.
If I go first on this one, this is the one where it actually shifts gears here. So it actually was wise to do that trade for the Lakers. They ended up winning a title, of course, and went to a few. Pau Gasol was a great secondary option behind the Kobe Bean. I would say that the Grizzlies did not necessarily make the best of picks, although O.J. Mayo was highly touted. He didn't really pan out how people thought, but I mean, at the time they thought it was a good pick.
Yeah. Orange juice and mayo.
I got the juice.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta say the Lakers won that one just because of the championship again.
And they had the easily better player out of all that.
Yeah. Next one, the Celtics traded
Traded for Kevin Garnett.
The Celtics traded for Kevin Garnett from the Wolves.
Look at how your typing is on that.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to see that. The Celtics sent Al Jefferson, Ryan Gomes, Sebastian Telfair, Gerald Green, Theo Ratliff with 2 firsts, which ended up being Ty Lawson and Wayne Ellington in the same draft.
Yeah!
Same college.
Tar Heels backcourt.
Al Jefferson, I believe, was a all-star at this time, maybe like declining.
No.
Yeah, wasn't he?
Played a few years after that.
That's declining.
No, not too much. I mean, you can't really knock the Celtics on this one. They did send a lot, but...
What do you mean? They won the trade.
Yeah, I mean, they sent a lot for one guy, but Kevin Garnett at that time was worth it. So this is a Kevin Garnett trade that was worth the haul.
Yeah.
As opposed to the other one.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious. Next one, one that I grow near and dear to.
Not too much.
Jason Kidd traded to the Mavericks.
Going back to the Mavericks?
To the Mavericks, yep. Jason Kidd, Malik Allen, Antoine Wright. The Nets got Devin Harris, Dejana Diop, Trenton Hassel, Maurice Agar, Keith Van Horn, 2 first-round picks, which ended up being Ryan Anderson in 2008 and Jordan Crawford in 2010, and also cash. Um, Honestly, I think this trade worked out for both teams, if I remember right.
Yips!
Obviously, Kidd won a championship, but Devin Harris was a pretty good player at the time.
Yeah, what did he do with the Nets? Absolutely nothing. Mavericks win, easy trade.
Well, yeah, but it's not like they didn't get much. They got a lot.
Mavericks win.
Yeah, obviously.
They got a Hall of Famer for a bunch of role players. Moving on.
The Lakers, this is a huge trade that involves Dwight Howard.
This is a funny one for the Sixers.
You guys are going to have to like lock into this because there's a lot of words here. The Lakers are sending Bynum to the Sixers, who are also getting Jason Richardson from the Magic.
I remember that.
The Sixers are sending Iguodala to the Nuggets. That's the only player. That's the only player they got in that deal.
Mistake.
The Magic are getting Aaron Aflalo, Al Harrington,
Shiny.
Nikola Vucevic,
Chuckets.
Mo Harkless,
Big guy, a Harkless New Yorker.
Josh
Big
McRoberts.
Bob.
Can I finish? Christian Ayenga, a first rounder from either the Nuggets or the Knicks, which ended up being Dario Saric, who they traded to the Sixers after that. A protected first from the Sixers, which they gave back with Saric to move up and select Elfrid Payton. Another protected first from the Lakers, which did not convey.
Because it was protected.
Yeah.
Explaining to people that.
Yeah, they're going to see it. A second round pick from the Nuggets, which was that Romero Osby, as previously mentioned. Another conditional second did not convey from the Lakers.
Huh.
So the Lakers got Howard, but also got Chris Duhon and Earl Clark from the Magic.
Represent! Both former Knicks.
A lot of things going on here.
So this is a wild trade, huh? How many teams do they include?
Nuggets, Sixers, Magic, Lakers.
That's 4. 4-team trade.
Yep. I don't know if there is a winner from this.
Well, it's not the Sixers. Let me tell you that. I don't really think it's the Magic. I mean, Vucevic has been there
I don't know. It's kind of like
was there for quite a bit.
the Lakers had potential to win one with Nash, Kobe, and Dwight Howard and Pau Gasol.
I don't know. I mean, can you call this an even trade besides Sixers?
How did the Nuggets win?
They had Iguodala. Oh no, that's even compared to the other guys. I mean, it's not like the Lakers were great with Howard on this run, at least.
No.
He was there twice. All I could tell you is Bynum retired. Jason Richardson turned out to be washed. So I mean, what do you want me to tell you? The other team's got someone decent.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'll give that win to the Lakers.
Yeah, I guess. Shiny Aaron Aflalo.
Those were the trades we wanted to go into depth with. Obviously, there might have been more we forgot about.
Yeah, those were some examples, not every example.
But as you see, a lot of the trades involved an upcoming player or a washed player. It was, well, yeah, I handpicked these trades for a reason because these are the trades that mattered the most in the grand scheme of things, involving picks at least.
Yeah. So we tried to find things with multiple picks that
panned out, like it was already selected.
Like an NBA player, in other words, not someone who was a bust.
or not a future first. Like, I tried to limit the future first because they didn't turn out to be anything yet. Maybe in the future we'll do another video with like how Kawhi or Harden got to their own team or something, or Durant, or something like that. Butler,
yeah, I guess.
Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell.
I could tell you how Spider got to the Jazz. Phil Jackson was asleep at his workout for the Knicks.
But yeah, that's our fun little video. Let us know what you think. Let us know if we missed anything. Let us know who won each trade in the comments.
Like, share, subscribe to the pod.
I'll see you next time.
Peace.